maybe around now, we should be live. Hi, Liz.
Hey Will, how are you, my
I'm
sweet?
I'm doing okay. Good afternoon to you,
Thank you.
and then you say to me.
Happy Juneteenth.
No, I was gonna say you say to me good morning
Oh, good morning.
because of the time difference. It's about 11 a.m. here, so it's about 2 p.m. there.
Yeah, it's about nap time.
So, good afternoon to you and good morning to me. This is the most suspenseful, exhilarating part of every the Smug Mud stream. It's the part where you and I both say things, and the real purpose behind that is that you are tuning into the stream and listening and determining whether everything is as it should be.
Yes, and now I'm going to say words because I can hear that I can hear you perfectly fine,
Good.
but we're going to see about me
Mm-hmm.
in a moment.
Indeed.
Let's see what happens in a moment.
The suspense is killing me.
Yes, I sound great. I sound incredible.
Awesome. So we can get on with the show.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I've been playing Magic as much as
Mm-hmm.
I can for how busy I've been.
Yep.
And I know that we have some hand cam updates.
Indeed. As I've titled the stream, Hand Cam is Dead, Long Live Card Cam. And we'll get to that in a moment. The reason why we're doing that at all is because I have acquired this
Core 2021.
pre release pack. Last time we were here last month,
Hmm.
I had one of these for Zendikar Rising,
Yes.
and I debuted Hand Cam.
Hmm. And
Uh,
my sound wasn't working,
that's right, and we
and
had
I only cried a little bit.
that's right. And I got a text from my mom and dad that said, "There's no crying and streaming."
You didn't tell me that. That's very
No, I
funny.
didn't tell you
Probably
that.
because it would have made me cry more at the time.
I was waiting until a more appropriate, less volatile time to tell you that. So, what I've done is I've gone back, and this set came out one before Zendikar Rising.
Yes.
And then my curiosity piqued. I went and looked, okay, how easy or difficult would it be to keep doing this?
Hmm.
And the announcement that I have to make is this is the last one of these that I'm going to acquire. Um, by that I mean from old sets
From old
gone
times.
by.
Yeah.
If we
A
open any
bygone
more
era.
pre-release packs, they will be brand new. So,
Which we
excuse me.
hypothetically will be doing sooner than later.
The next time we stream, it'll be if everything goes according to schedule. Next time we stream, it'll be next month, and we will be looking at brand new cards from the D&D set.
Yep.
First on Arena only,
Yep.
and then fingers crossed. Hopefully, following that, there will be an additional stream where we look at some IRL cards as
And
well.
remind me the name of the D&D set again.
Adventures in the
I
Forgotten Realms.
for Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. I have such trouble. I literally, it's when you say it to me, it's not like I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's like there's the information that I
Yeah.
didn't have in my brain.
No, it's just yeah, it's in one ear and out the other. It's almost as if they designed it that way. So, did you have anything else you wanted to chat about before we dive right into the business?
I mean, the only thing I'll say is that it may look like I am in a new area, and it's because I am. I'm in
Indeed.
my new townhouse. I have an amazing window. That's where this beautiful light is coming in. And it
Mm-hmm.
also means that we have a little cat friend that's going to sit with us.
Yes. Hi, Rudy.
He's so snoozy. It's his like favorite place to sit for some reason. That's where he's decided. You also notice that there's some boxes behind me, and that's
Mm-hmm.
because we have not unpacked anything yet.
Yeah. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
I appreciate you making time for my bull crap.
I appreciate not having to do something where I
Mm-hmm.
move.
Yeah. You're much more organically lit than I am because you have a window that you're sitting at facing you. I just have my ring light, which I'm going to try to adjust to try to bring me up to a level where we seem sort of equally brightly lit.
And I just look like so cool. My hair is so cool. It's
Yeah.
fading, but it looks sort of like a sea storm.
Yes. It's very in style. It's very stylish and it's well done. Do I look too washed out right now?
No, you look fine.
Okay. I think the ring light is as bright as it'll go. There are
Yeah.
other settings though. I think this is the sort of relatively warm setting. Um, Speaking of which, heat wave here.
Really? How hot is it?
Right now, it is 101 degrees
Ooh,
Fahrenheit at 11
yeah, hot.
a.m. And yeah, it's just been triple digits, every day for a week, basically.
Oh my God. Can
And
you hear?
not only like, oh, at the hottest part of the day, that's how high it gets, but
No,
like
like for most of
it's
the
just like
day.
wall to wall,
Yeah.
like sunrise to sunset and after.
Well, luckily you can have your AC on when we're streaming.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, you won't, it's not going right now, but you might hear it when it kicks in. I've set it to what I consider not the most comfortable, but a livable temperature.
Can you hear the cicadas from my end?
Um,
Here, 1 second. Let me turn the microphone.
yeah, I heard a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
think I,
cicadas aren't as loud here as they are. So a weird thing about the cicadas, really quick, is that I could sit on my porch at my old apartment and see literally hundreds of cicadas in the afternoon.
mm-hmm,
Like so many that it looked like a plague. Like I
mm-hmm,
can't I can't even describe how many there were. It was like every leaf had one on it.
mm-hmm.
And they were just sort of flying in and flying out. From here, I can see, like, I just saw one fly away and I can hear them, but it was like, I took some videos and I cannot describe how loud it was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what's so weird is that my co-editor Laura, who lives in this area but in a different neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
zero cicadas,
Oh wow.
zero.
Hmm.
So I'm very curious about this because I want to know why my neighborhood, because we thought, well, maybe like her neighborhood's newer than ours, and no,
Mm-hmm.
like they're both more than 17 years old significantly. Like there's no reason. Ooh. You have to put your hand behind it like a makeup artist will. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's cool.
Just starting to open this up while you're talking cicadas.
Um, so yeah, we're in like a middle place here, but the I guess my point is that and also the weird thing about there being that many, will, is they would swell and decrease in sync with one another in
Mm-hmm.
a way that you could hear, where it would be like re, re, re. It was so weird.
Mm.
And this is somebody who has heard and experienced cicadas every year of my life for my whole life.
Yeah, I'm definitely hearing them part of the time while you're speaking, and that just adds some good ambiance to the stream experience.
Yeah, like every time I record the podcast, and I insist on letting you being able to hear the crickets, and you're like, what's that?
Just some insert feely sort of
Mm-hmm.
information. Um, so I've got some stuff to show off, and last time what I did was I used my iPad
Right.
to join the Zoom call
Mm-hmm.
under the name HandCam.
Yeah.
Today, I'm still experimenting with this and doing something that will hopefully be an improvement on that technology from last time. And so while I'm setting this up, keep HandCam in your mind.
Hand cam.
Think of
Hand
your
cam.
memory of HandCam, and then as you're holding that in your mind, you suddenly hear dun 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 do do do. Do 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 do.
Wow, Will, look at this.
Hand cam has evolved into card cam. So I'm going to. I'm sort of playing with this for the first time. I've tested it a little bit, but not enough to know exactly what I want this to look like.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stretch us out to cover most of my desktop.
Hmm.
So we'll just see the cards alongside us. Okay, so what I've done
Okay, we look great.
is I've attempted to uh, present a clearer picture
Hmm.
by actually sharing the screen of the iPad rather than using the iPad to call in
Ah,
to the Zoom.
that's so smart, Will.
And what I've also done is I've invented this card holder.
Yes, I see that. That looks very good.
So hopefully, I will no longer invite the comparisons to Andre the Giant holding a normal can of beer. Hence, why this is called card cam and not hand cam.
That's my favorite comparison, though, Will.
It was funny, and I am glad it happened once. So I'm not going to take this out of its packaging, but here's an individually wrapped promo card
Mhm.
that comes in every pre-release kit. It's a foil Grim Tutor.
Oh, that looks horrifying.
It's pretty cool. So, and then I've got six extras to open.
Okay.
As we know, 15 cards each.
Yes.
So I'm just going to sort of go through these card by card, not spending too much time on them because I don't want this to take an hour or more.
40 hours.
But the other advantage of Card Cam and my new invention is that if it works as intended, the autofocus will have less work to do because the invention will stay stationary and I will not have to hold still
Yes.
the card in front of the camera.
Is that the DVD case for when Marnie was here?
No, it's actually Your Name,
Okay.
which we just watched last night.
Oh, I don't
And
know that one.
yeah, it's not a Ghibli, and
Oh, yes, I do know that
yeah,
one.
you do, yeah. It's like
It
a.
was like very, it was like,
Did you
very like explosive in
did
terms
you
of
watch it
its.
or you've just heard of it?
I've just heard about it. I
Oh, okay.
remember it now, though, I
Yeah,
guess is what I mean.
I recommend it. It's good. I got it from my local library.
Yeah. We have a new local library now, too.
Oh, because you moved. Yeah, yeah.
It's the same library system, but it's a new
Mm-hmm.
building, and the front of it looks like a castle.
Uh-huh.
It's got like a huge tower.
Yeah.
Um, I'm very excited to actually go to it. I've only looked at pictures of it online.
Yeah. So I've opened a pack and I'm actually rearranging the cards because for whatever reason in this set, they put them in a different order. It's always it's always commons and then uncommons and
Yeah.
then the rare and then maybe a land or a token. And in this case, they did it in the reverse. But I don't really want to do the rare first. So let's just test this out and say, okay, here's the token I got. It's a treasure
Ooh.
token. I want to move this up a little bit. Yeah, that's an improvement. Okay, so retrieve this, and I got the land I got is Tranquil Cove. It's a white blue life gain land.
By the way, it is hilarious that all of this apparently came out at the end of the year because all of the copyright is 2020,
Oh
even though
yeah,
this is core set
Corset
2021.
Corset I think in summer 2020, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
It's like car models.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So now the commons I've got Furor, Furor,
Now I can't say it. Furor.
Furor of the Bitten, an enchantment
Yikes.
aura. I've got Frost Breath, an
Oh,
instant
yes.
to tap creatures. I have a lot of these already. I don't care. Warded Battlements, a wall.
Oh, a 0/3 wall, though.
Yeah,
Ugh.
walls often have 0 power. 3 is a little weak on toughness
That's
for
what
a
I
wall.
was
Yeah,
disgusted by.
but attacking creatures you control get +1/+0. So, but
Oh,
I
that's
have a
the
few of these and I haven't put them in any decks. So you might hear the shower in the bathroom behind
I
me.
can't hear it
That's
at all.
good. Forgotten Sentinel
Aw, sorry, man.
is a sad big robot.
That's very Breath of the Wild.
I have tons of these because I think this is a reprint from Eldraine. It's Scorching Dragonfire.
Yes. I know that card.
Don't need
Very
more of
useful.
those. This is always a good one to have. I don't mind having more of these. It's Village Rites.
Mm.
Sacrifice a creature to draw 2 cards. Here's Track Down, a scrying green sorcery. Here's Cancel, counter target spell, no qualifiers, no, unless it's, pays whatever, no, non-creature spell.
Also hilarious that it's just called cancel.
Yeah, this was,
Like what a cancel is such like a computer word to me. I know that
well,
there's like the
now it
whole like
means cancel culture. Yeah,
sure,
so
but I just mean like it's such a boring word.
yeah, that's kind of a thing in Magic a little bit. There's a tweet I'll have to dig up and show you if I haven't shown you already. Very very funny. Someone's artistic rendering of every Magic card and every Yu-Gi-Oh card. And they've invented them, and the Magic card is called Prudent Dealings. And the Yu-Gi-Oh card is called Evil Hot Dog, and it's very accurate from what I know of the two games. Okay, I don't know this unicorn. This is new to me.
Oh.
Valorous
Oh.
Steed, 3/3 vigilance for 4 and a white. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Okay. Air conditioning just kicked on. This is kind of a little bit similar to Lonesome Unicorn from Eldraine. Do you know that card?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do know that one. I also have not seen this one.
And this, I have a deck that I might slot this into. Igneous Cur, an elemental dog. I have a
Some
mono.
dogs just aren't meant to be indoor pets.
That is what it says. Yes.
What
Thank you.
hilarious flavor text.
Thank you for catching that. That is very good. Um, I've got a red deck with sort of an elemental tribal thing going on.
Nice.
I should have said, this is a core set, so there's not a lot of theming or
Right, yeah.
distinct flavor going on.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I think they did do a lot of in here is creatures that are animals,
Ah, okay.
such as dogs and cats.
Right, because I remember at one point you saying that you were thinking of maybe having a cat.
Yeah, and I was when this set was brand new and I bought packs from it, knowing what I knew about what was in the set, I was
Mhm.
thinking, oh, I hope I get some like dogs and cats. It would be
Yeah.
fun to make a dog or a cat deck. Haven't gotten to do that just yet, but who knows? Maybe after today, I'll have more what I need
Mm-hmm.
to make that happen. The other thing is, I've only got 6 packs to open, so chances are low that I'm going to get anything specific that I want. But the pie in the sky dream rare that we're shooting for
Yeah.
is there's a Chandra planeswalker in this set. There's basically a
Ah.
planeswalker for each color. They're monocolored only.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, I'll take any of them.
Yeah.
But if I had my druthers,
You'd want Chandra.
I want the red one.
Yeah. The red one.
So here's Griffin Eyrie. I bet you've seen this in Arena
Yes,
before.
I have definitely seen
The
that one
enchantment
before.
that gives you griffins. Here is. Uh-oh. Oh, hang on.
Ooh,
Sorry, the iPad froze up. Waker of Waves.
this
It's a
rules.
whale. It's a 7/7 whale for 7 mana. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-0. For 1 and a blue, you can discard it to look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So it's kind of a, it's not cycling, but it's kind of a cycle
Hmm.
ability to not play it, but use it in a different way. Last uncommon is, why is this? It's not keeping up.
It's not keeping up.
Uh,
Oh.
oh, it's 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 delayed. It's behind me.
Yeah. Oh, that
Uh,
one's cool though.
Basri's Solidarity. It's a sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and then I've just removed it. And so I guess in a few seconds we'll see me remove it. This is very strange.
It looks like there's a Khajiit from Skyrim in the back right.
Oh yeah, I see.
While we're waiting a moment, can I tell you about Elliot trying to ask to watch a movie?
Yeah, sure.
Elliot yesterday said, Mama, can we watch Ant World? Which she says more like World.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And he was like, Ant World. And I was like, oh. And I pulled it up and I was like, Elliot, I have news for you. This movie is called A Bug's Life. But Papa called it Ant World. And I said, I don't think he did.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something Kenny would do.
Oh, I know double vision.
Yeah, so here's the rare. I think I already have a copy of this card, if I remember correctly. It's an enchantment. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. I might be thinking of a different red enchantment that does a similar thing. Maybe I
Mm-hmm.
don't actually have this one. Hard to remember. Anyway,
Not Chandra.
before, yeah, no, not a planeswalker, nor is it a special dog or cat. So before I open the next pack, I'm just going to do this and see what happens. Okay, that didn't really fix it. Let's try this. Let's try this. Trying to reset it so that
Yeah.
there's no longer a delay. Let's try this. Let's try this. And this. And this. And this. This. And this. Come on.
While you're doing this, can I tell you what we're going to do for Father's Day tomorrow?
Please do.
Um, we have made it our Father's Day tradition as of last year
Mm-hmm.
to tie dye on Father's Day.
Uh-huh.
Um, because Kenny wore a lot of tie dye as a kid, and he would do a lot of tie dyeing with his parents as like an activity when they went camping.
Yeah.
And so it's like also a nice way to like honor quote unquote his dad.
Mm-hmm.
But this year we're gonna do some reverse tie dyeing.
Ooh.
Do you know what that is?
I don't think I do.
It's when you set up your shirt to tie dye, so you like twist it in whatever way,
Mm-hmm.
and then you soak it in bleach,
Mm.
but it's a black shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and then you rinse it out, and then you put dye on the bleached parts, so you get like a black and tie dye shirt.
Mm.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is cool.
I'll show you pictures tomorrow.
Yeah, please do. Okay, so no interesting token there, just an ad for Arena. The land is just a basic forest.
Mm-hmm.
And then starting with the commons. Okay, that's good. Less of a delay now. Rousing Reed and Aura. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. It has flying. That's cool.
The flavor text for that one is like, just sounds like a poster that's at a library.
Great literature can transport the reader. Here's Duress.
Oh God, I hate this.
This has been reprinted lots and lots of times.
Yeah.
So you've probably seen that with different art. Life goes on. Instant green. You gain 4 life. If a creature died this turn, you gain 8 life instead.
That's a great instant.
Pretty good. Here's Gale Swooper.
Yep.
A 3/2 Griffin. When it enters, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Here is fun little guy called Wishcoin Crab. It's just a 2/5 crab.
Superintendent of Waterworks. Is there like a utility? Like a...
Oh, yeah. Super Nintendo Chalmers. I know this card already. The Crypt Lurker.
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
And when it enters, you can sacrifice a creature or discard a creature card. If you do, draw a card.
Did you see, by the way, that the voice actress for Bart Simpson apparently donated $12 million to Scientology?
No, I did
Okay.
not.
I don't really care to talk about that. I just want to tell you the joke that I saw about that.
Yeah, please.
Which is that somebody retweeted that article about that and said, like, well, you know, you really just have to separate the Bart from the Bartist.
Boo. Boo. That stinks.
Oh, it made me laugh. I was happy.
Fair enough.
I'm not saying it's a joke for the ages, but
it's fun.
It was nice to have it there when I was receiving the other piece of information.
It helps, yes. More than it hurts, I suppose.
Yes.
Here's Titanic Growth, just a classic buffing instant.
Just a classic, make a giant. You don't need Rita Repulsa's wand to make a creature so large. Hobble Fiend.
Here's Hobble Fiend. He's a little devil.
You like Hobble Fiend, don't you?
I do, yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Hobble Fiend. You can put counters on him, +1/+1 counters, by sacrificing other creatures. Here's Read the Tides. Sorcery.
Oh, I like the art on this card.
Cool art. Good job, Tommy Arnold.
Tommy. What is the number?
You mean 62 out of 274?
Are there 272 cards at 74? Are there 272 cards in this deck and they just put on a 4 for some reason?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, this is card number 62 out of 274 in the set.
Is there a way in Arena to know which cards you're missing from a set, by the way?
Great question. I've never considered that. I have no idea.
I was thinking about this the other day because, as you know, we stopped buying. I was thinking about this the other day that you and I would have this like conscientious saving plan.
I bet there are others out there, but you're referring to the fact that we stopped buying packs with our gold in Arena. We are saving the gold for when the D&D set comes out in a few weeks.
Yes. And I don't have as much saved up as I was hoping, but I have about 17,000 saved up right now.
I think I have about 20,000, so you're not far
behind. I'm not too far behind then. But I have been getting some packs through just winning.
Yeah, that stopped happening for me.
Yeah.
Because I got far enough along in the leveling up that there are no more free rewards.
Yes. And so I've gotten only a handful, 65 or something. I've gotten like 2, but I was opening them and I was like, oh, I haven't gotten any new cards in a while. I know I don't have all of them.
Yep.
But what ones am I missing?
Yes.
So yeah, maybe we can investigate that later.
That's a great question. I will say real quickly, the one exception to the rule of saving up the gold for
Hmm.
next month is I do look at the daily deals,
Right. Yeah.
and if there's a deal for pack or gems or more gold, then I will spend it on that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm not spending gold on any cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's like today only get one, Theros pack for 900,
Yeah.
then I take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So there's Defiant Strike, and now we get into the uncommons. Battle Rattle Shaman.
Hmm.
It's 2/2 Goblin Shaman. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target creature get +2/+0 until end of turn.
I feel like this is Rafiki if Rafiki was a goblin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it. Okay, we've already seen Waker of Waves. We got
Yep.
him twice in a row. And then we have two colorless for our last two.
Oh, that's interesting.
Last uncommon is Palladium Mirror.
Hmm.
Is it? Oh, Angie's sleeping next to me, and now she's making noises.
Oh, little Angie.
She's
Rudy's
having
sleeping next to me and making no noises, but he does snore sometimes.
Angie's having a little bit of a dream. Hopefully not.
Oh my
You heard it.
God.
Okay, you did.
That was the cutest sound I'd ever heard in my life.
You did hear it. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
So there's a 2/2 you can tap to add
Hmm.
to colorless mana. Um, I've seen this card before. I don't recall if I have one. I do have a deck. It's not a true colorless deck, but it has a lot of colorless in it for a reason, and I may put it in there. Speaking of which, I have one of these already, but I'm happy to have another one. It's Solemn Simulacrum, or as I think I heard Aaron Hansen call it once, the sad robot. It's a 2/2 for 4 colorless. It's an artifact creature, and when it enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. When it dies, you may draw a card.
Yeah, this art's incredible.
Oh yeah, I love that art. Good card.
I was talking to our devotee of the pods, Sarah's brother-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
about Magic because he had just gotten all of his cards from when he was a kid. I think I texted you this.
Yep.
But the thing that we were talking about specifically was that it's interesting to think that when they made the back of the card art for Magic,
They little did they know.
and so it doesn't look out of date exactly, but you can look at the front of the card and see how just like even the text choices have changed,
Yes.
but the back of the card remains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have often thought about that too, about how they might update it if they could, but of course,
Yeah.
for obvious reasons, they can never update it.
And I was thinking about this too in terms of Pokemon because the Pokemon back of the card is fine.
Yeah,
It just because it's like the standard Pokemon font that they still use, it's just blue with the Pokeball, which is like recognizable.
yeah, right.
I like this stained glass knight token creature.
Yeah, this token was clearly made to go with the unicorn that we saw earlier.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the land that I got is a life gain dual land for white and black.
Hmm.
Now,
I think we've commented on how we like that art before
yeah, Scoured Barrens.
because it's like cool what they did with the shadow there.
The commons are Silent Dart.
What? Oh, it's like a Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a hand, Will.
The dart is in there. It's a sort of a, what's the I Spy? Sort of an I Spy puzzle. There's a couple here that we've already seen. Scorching Dragonfire and the Forgotten Sentinel.
Yeah.
Followed by Mind Rot.
Oh my God.
Target player discards 2 cards.
This one's amazing. This is amazing.
This is Aaron's favorite artist.
Yeah, I do watch those sometimes.
If you watch, I wish he would open Magic more, but unfortunately, that's where he started. But ever since he started opening Pokemon and other things, he's been very clear about the fact that the Magic streams are the least popular
Yeah.
of what he does, and so. But anyway, when you do get to see him open Magic, he will often point out the artists, and this is the one he points out the most.
Yeah.
Seb McKinnon.
Yeah, that one's amazing. Seb, good job, Seb.
Great job, Seb. We love you,
I'm glad I
Seb.
agree with Aaron.
Mm-hmm. Here's
A
another unicorn.
Ponyta.
Yeah, a Daybreak Charger. Sort of a like Dark World version of Ponyta,
Dark
maybe.
World Rapidash.
Mm-hmm. Um, when you see the little things in the corners pop up, that's me tapping the iPad screen because
So it doesn't like fall asleep.
exactly, yeah. And I've actually part of my troubleshooting for creating CardCam was I'm not using the iPad's built-in camera app. I actually downloaded an app for this purpose,
Wow.
which is called True Visage,
Oh.
which I think is intended to basically give you a mirror.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
But it can use the camera that faces the other way, not the selfie camera. And the reason I did it is because when you use the iPad's camera app, there's a bunch of UI stuff.
That's just there all the time.
You can't make it go away.
Yes.
Whereas this, these four things will appear when I tap it, but as long as I leave it alone, they will go away fairly quickly. They're gone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So no UI stuff getting in the way. Here's a card with a great name. Blood Glutton. It's a vampire. It's got lifelink.
I also like that this vampire is literally like
Yeah. What
he's like literally shrugging.
What am I gonna do? Cetizen training. Don't know if that's how you say that. It's an aura.
I don't think it's a real word, so
but somebody's an expert on how you say it.
yeah.
So there's a green aura. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen this card in arena or otherwise.
Wow, let's see it.
There's a common.
Oh my god.
Can't be that common if I don't know it. Turn to Slag, a red sorcery. It deals 5 damage to target creature. Destroy all equipment attached to that creature.
Wow.
I don't hate that.
No, that's a good one.
It's kind
Would
of
you put that in your mono red deck?
I mean, I might, except for the fact that I create all the decks that my decks compete with.
Right.
So I know how useful that would be, which is not very.
Uh-huh.
This seems like a classic, like, best of 3 sideboard card.
Yeah.
Once you know what your opponent is working with. Here's Lofty Denial. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. If you control a creature with flying, instead they have to pay 4.
That art is also just stunning.
Yeah, very good. Manuel Castanon. Good work. Good use of color. I also got a foil common. It's Dub.
Oh, I thought that just said death when it was still like focusing.
Are you familiar with Dub?
No, I like it though. It's so cute. It looks really good with the foil, like the way that it's at least angled right now because it's like so glowy.
Yeah. I like Dub. I have Dub in Arena. It can pair well with a knight's tribal deck where
Yeah.
you might. Do you know the card Worthy Knight?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So Worthy Knight, as you know, is the one where it creates human creature tokens the more you play knights. But
Yeah.
the tokens aren't knights themselves.
Yes.
So that's why in
This could go
Arena,
well with that.
yeah, I've put them both. So and now the uncommons. One we already saw, which is Battle Rattle Shaman, uh, Pestilent Haze.
Oh
Uh,
God.
oh yeah, I have this card already. All creatures get -2/-2, or remove 2 loyalty counters from each planeswalker.
Oh my God. Like even your creatures.
Yeah, and your planeswalkers if you have any. And then last uncommon, it's not the Chandra
Ooh.
that I'm looking for, but it is Chandra's
Little
Pyroling.
friend.
It's an elemental lizard. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, it gets +1/+0 and gains double strike until end of turn.
I am
Pretty good.
deeply delighted that the flavor text is from another planeswalker.
Yeah. Jace talking about Chandra.
Yeah.
Very, very gossipy. And then I think I already have this card and I'm not using it. It's the rare. And it's called See the Truth.
Oh yes, the Avatar: The Last Airbender card.
Indeed. So you look at the top 3 cards of your library, you put 1 into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. If this spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand.
How was that possible?
So the reason I'm not using this is because I don't know specifically how to make that happen.
Yeah.
I know sort of in the abstract, you know, there's the possibility that this could be in your graveyard, and then you could play a different spell
Right.
that says you cast something from your graveyard.
Yeah.
But whatever that is, I don't think I have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't found the combo that makes that card useful.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
gonna text Kenny really quick to
okay.
remind him that we need ibuprofen.
All right. I was just looking at my own text messages.
Because I realized today when I was going through the cabinets that the ibuprofen we had expired.
Mm,
Do you want to know when it expired?
please tell me.
2015.
Wow.
It was like a Costco bottle that I
Ah.
bought in like 2012.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever thought to look at the expiration date until today.
Mm-hmm. Here's a griffin.
Love those.
The land in this pack is a basic mountain.
Mm-hmm.
We're halfway through.
It is funny, Will. It is funny that there's just this griffin and it's a token, and so the only word is just flying.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So here's what I discovered with the last pack is that because they rearranged the uncommons and the rares,
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to move the cards around into the order that I wanted them without looking
Mm-hmm.
at them. And then the foil tampered with that. Because the
Mm.
foil is also put at the end,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's just a common or an uncommon, like we saw in the last one. So I don't think that that's happening again now, but that possibility remains. Okay, first common is Swift Response. Destroy target tapped creature.
It's like Attack on Titan, Attack
Sure.
of the Titans.
No, you
The
got it
fuck is
right.
it called? Attack on Titan.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched it, or,
It's so scary, Will. It's so scary.
yeah. This is a card I use very frequently in Arena. It's Wall of Runes.
Me too.
And the next is a green sorcery. It's called Hunter's Edge. Come on. There we go.
Oh,
+1/+1 counter, and then it deals damage, sort of like a one-sided fight, not a true fight. Next is a creature. I'm not familiar with this one. Teferi's Protege.
oh,
It's a 2/3 human wizard. Tap one and a blue and tap it.
this looks like you could put it into Strixhaven and it just would fit. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah, that's extremely
Like those
classroomy.
are literally students.
I think part of the I'm just like barely familiar with like the wealth of knowledge that you could have about the history of magic that they are often referencing.
Hmm.
But I think that when they invented the planeswalker Teferi, it was a reference to a very early card that was called like, I can't remember. It was called something like Bad Student, but it wasn't Bad Student. Um, but if you look back in the history, it's like, oh, the first appearance of Teferi is this art of like a naughty kid in a classroom or something like that. And so
Yeah.
I think stuff having to do with Teferi uh, is referencing that by having it set in like classrooms and teachers and students and books and
Mhm.
libraries and yada yada. Um,
By the way, somebody watching Macy K. Snow says, hello.
Hello, Macy. This is Fetid Imp.
Ooh,
It's a flying creature which you can give Death Touch for 1 black per turn.
nice.
Got a
Yes, and it
few.
has flying.
Got a few of those already. Next is one we've already seen, the training aura,
Hmm.
followed by, oh shoot, I let my iPad go to sleep. Destructive Tampering, a red sorcery. Choose one, destroy target artifact, or creatures without flying can't block this turn.
Nice.
Kind of cool. Okay, now I need to. Okay, the delay is not that bad actually.
No, I can't even tell.
Well, I can tell because I'm doing it,
Yeah,
but
I know.
um, I'm learning because we're doing this for the first time that apparently if I let it go to sleep, then there will be a delay in
Right.
the
That makes
screen
sense.
sharing.
Yeah.
So here's a Merfolk Wizard, which you can tap for colorless mana, but you can only use it to cast an instant or a sorcery spell. Next is, okay, I'm going to have to reset this because
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
delay.
I can tell you what Elliot did this morning, what he said to
Please.
my mom, which you may have already seen me tweet, but so I told Elliot that we were probably going to leave before he woke up, which was almost true. I was coming downstairs to leave as he woke up. And so I was downstairs on his level and he didn't see me, but I told him, when you wake up, just go into where Grandma Mags is. And so he woke up and trotted on over and like pushed open Grandma Mags' door and said, good morning, Grandma Mags. And then he's just so excited to actually be seeing people again
Yeah.
that he was like, I want to tell you, I still love you. And she was like, I still love you too, Elliot. And then I did not hear this. But later I walked away and I came back and she said, did you hear what he said when we were looking out the window? And I said, no. My mom said that he looked out of the window and went, it looks like a lovely day to do nothing.
I knew that part because
You saw my tweet.
yes, I saw your tweet about that.
I can't believe he said that. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we have on the screen secure the scene.
Yeah.
Um, maybe you were a scene kid growing up.
I was afraid to be a scene kid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sure. The scene kids were the ones that weren't actually interested in the music. They were just there for the scene.
I see. I understand now. Okay.
But looking back, I am very interested in the scene and I wish I was part of a scene.
Okay. So maybe this is a card after your 16-year-old heart or something like
Yeah.
that. Exile target non-land permanent its controller creates a 1/1 white soldier creature token.
Judith the Scourge Diva.
Oh yeah, it does say that, doesn't it? Next is one we've already seen. It's Turn to Slag,
Hmm.
followed by we got some real heavy hitters coming on now. Light of Promise.
Those lion cards, man.
Yeah. Enchanted creature has whenever you gain life, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Not good. Here's a card that would complement that one nicely in a deck. We know this one very
Oh yeah.
well. It's our friend Patricia, Indulging Patricia. And here the last uncommon is one we've already seen. It's Basri's Solidarity.
Hmm.
And then finally the rare, which I think I do have one of already, but I haven't used it because I have not had enough dogs to justify that dog tribal deck. But
Yeah.
who else could it be but
The
Pack
pack
Leader?
leader.
Yeah. Other dogs you control get +1/+1. Whenever Pack Leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And it's not even legendary, so
It's only two.
it's
It's only a
fine.
two.
It's fine to have more than one of them. What something that I would like to do in the not too distant future is create more monocolor decks,
Hmm.
and it would be nice perhaps to have a dog deck which was white only.
Hmm.
But I don't know if I will ever have the number of cards to justify that or
Yeah.
pull it off in a successful way.
Could you have a dog and cat deck, do you think? Like a white dog cat deck?
Yeah, and there are some cards in here that give you like reasons
Hmm.
to do that. There's a land in this set. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's called Animal Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that I think can help power up more than just cats and dogs. It's like cat, dog, snake, or ox, and maybe
Hmm.
there's a fifth one. I can't remember. Anyway, opening the penultimate pack now. Got a soldier token.
With that cool stained glass.
The land is Rugged Highlands, which is the red green
Mm-hmm.
life gain land. I'm going to move the rare to the back. And 1, 2, 3 uncommons. Now we should start with the. Oh, nope, there's a foil in here somewhere. Because that did not start with the commons. So, where, oh, where is that rare? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll put the foil. The foil is a common, spoiler alert.
Mm.
Put this token on the bottom of this pile, and then the first common is Grasp of Darkness.
Oh God.
-4, -4. Followed by a reprinted classic, Return to Nature.
Hmm.
Uh,
That's a
have
good one.
Have you ever seen the Eldraine version of this card?
No, I don't think so.
It's like the art is, um, it's like Cinderella's carriage has turned back into a pumpkin, and I think there might be like a couple of mice in the art if I
That's
remember
very
correctly.
funny, Will.
Yeah,
That's very funny.
it's great. Eldraine has the best flavor. I mean, Strixhaven kind of gave it a run for its money, but
Yeah.
they haven't done better than Eldraine in my opinion.
Hey, hey.
Here's another elemental dog and another Chandra related card.
The flavor text on that one.
Hmm. Is it purebred? No, but it's pure fire. That's stupid.
Nerd. Chandra, you're a nerd. Ooh,
Here,
Mistral Singer.
here's a siren. It has flying and prowess, which means whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets
Hmm.
+1/+1 until end of turn. Um, Now we're seeing several that we've already seen, including Crypt Lurker,
Hmm.
and Titanic Growth
Hmm.
and Lofty Denial.
Yeah.
That's followed by Celestial Enforcer,
Oh, hello.
a human cleric, which you can use to tap target creature, but only if you control a creature with flying.
Mm.
Don't love that. Here's just an ogre.
Yeah.
Just and then the foil is a common that we've already seen. Life Goes On.
Ah, yeah. Uh-huh.
And that's followed by first uncommon is Eliminate.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Destroy target creature or planeswalker with what we now call mana value 3
Hmm.
or less. That's followed by Tolarian Kraken.
Wow.
It's a 4/6 Kraken. Whenever you draw a card, you may pay 1. When you do, you may tap or untap target creature.
Wow. That's cool.
Not bad. Final uncommon is Skyway Sniper.
Oh, I like that one.
For 1 green, a 1/2 elf archer with reach. Tap 2 and a green, it deals 1 damage to target creature with flying. Not bad. And then the rare, it's a red legendary creature. I'm not familiar with this, so we're going to learn about
Oh,
this together.
she's got some elephant friends.
Subira Tulzidi Caravaner. It's a
Yeah.
2/3 for 2 and a red. It has haste. For a cost of 1 colorless, another target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. For 1 and a red, and tap Subira and discard your hand. Until end of turn, whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Wow.
Mezzo. I don't.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't feel too strongly about that. Unfortunately.
Last one.
pack.
Here we go.
Final. It's got Chandra. Got Chandra on the wrapping.
Does that mean something?
No.
No.
Means I can hope.
We can all hope.
We have no interesting token. We have a basic swamp. I'm gonna put the rare at the back. 1, 2, 3. And if we start with the common, oh, there must be another foil in here. Is it this one? Yeah. Oh. There's something interesting in here.
Oh my God. It's $1. It's $1 bill. Someone slipped $1 bill into that pack.
It's true. No, it's not only a foil, but well, we'll get to it. Okay, so
Okay.
here's a card. We've already seen Chandra's Magma, but we haven't seen Chandra's Magma looking like this
Yeah, God.
with the fiery border,
Yeah.
which is interesting. We have already seen Grasp of Darkness
Uh-huh.
and a Silent Dart,
Mm-hmm.
almost invisible dart, as we learned. Here's one we haven't seen. It's Walking Corpse.
Wow.
Just an ordinary zombie. Here is Ranger's Guile, an instant +1/+1 and hexproof until end of turn.
Oh, she's camouflaged to look like the tree.
Pretty cool.
I was like, what the hell is wrong with her?
Mm-hmm. We've already seen Destructive Tampering, as well as Voldalian Arcanist,
Yeah.
as well as Secure the Scene, as well as Turn to Slag,
Hmm.
as well as
Oh my God.
now we're in uncommons.
Yeah.
We just saw Eliminate,
Uh-huh.
and we also just saw Talarian Kraken. Now the last uncommon one we haven't seen is a Shrine.
Oh, cool.
Have you played against any Shrine decks in Arena?
No, I haven't. But I remember you mentioning them like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or whatever.
I've encountered some I'll call them griefers who have more shrines than creatures in the decks that they've
Oh.
built. This is the red legendary shrine.
Hmm.
For one and discard a land or shrine card. It deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is the number of shrines you control.
Wow.
So there are several enchantments in this set that were basically just designed to like you'd better have all of them, or else
Yeah.
they're basically useless,
Yeah.
which is frustrating, and I don't care for it.
Oh
Now here's a card which is a rare, which I am very glad to have. It's Azusa, Lost but Seeking. For 2 and a green, it's a 1/2 legendary human
my
monk.
God.
You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns.
That's
Um,
amazing.
yeah, I can think of a couple of decks I have that would be happy to have this. I think I know which one I'm going to put it in, but it's going to be tough to find the thing that it is going to replace.
Yeah.
And then finally, the surprise, the card that I won't put in a deck because it is foil,
Hmm.
no matter what it does. It's a foil rare,
Oh.
and it's Jal Rail Muanvuli Recluse. For 1 and a green, it's a 1/2 legendary human druid. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature token.
Ooh.
And then for a cost of 4 and 2 green, until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and toughness XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand.
Wow.
So find a way to, combo this with uh, cards that let you draw more than one card per
Yeah.
turn, which I would imagine would probably look like uh, creating a green and blue deck.
Hmm.
But who knows? Maybe you could pair this with some green cards that have similar abilities or effects.
Yeah.
But drawing cards is mostly a blue thing,
Yeah.
in my experience. So that's all of them. This is what we got.
That's fun.
But the fun doesn't end there,
Oh,
because as we know,
yes.
I also have a code to redeem.
Now, Will,
Yes,
can
Liz.
I take a pause quick because even though I sat here and had a whole meeting with my boss the other day, my ankle is really bothering me.
Oh,
So do you
sure.
mind if I go to the bathroom really quick and rearrange and you can vamp for like 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah, do what you have to do.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and stop my video.
Very good. While Liz is doing that, I'm going to share my desktop screen, share sound, share, and boot up Arena. This can go, let's start here. Why did this move over there? That's strange. A visit from the captain. As I did last time, we did this with the Zendikar kit. I'm going to redeem the code which is printed on this card, and this is good for several packs. I think it's 6, same as what comes in the box. If I remember, yep, it says right here. So I'm going to come up here to the store. I'm going to click into the redeem code. Then I'm going to drag this over here and type it in without seeing it. I wish you could see it because it's a really funny code. Starts with three letters that, well, I'll tell you afterwards what they almost spell. And success. We redeemed that for 6 core 2021 packs. And now I feel comfortable revealing that the first 3 letters in that code were TRD, like the word turd. Liz wanted to take a break because of her ankle. If I were to take a break now, it would be because it's lunchtime. It's just about noon here in Tucson, Arizona, and I am getting quite hungry. But I'm going to put off lunchtime, and I'm going to partially sate my appetite with some. We're not sponsored by anything or anyone. So, apologies, but you're going to see and hear me eat some crackers, peanut butter crackers. I will just move this over here and open this pack and then resize. Okay, yeah, so if I do this, maybe, yeah, that's perfect. So one of these we saw in real life, Lofty Denial. Excuse me, why? This is just high quality entertainment, is what you're seeing and experiencing. Spined Megalodon, haven't seen this common. It's a 5/7 shark with hexproof whenever it attacks. Scry 1, cost of 5 and 2 blue. Short sword. This is a common I've seen plenty of. Probably a reprint, although I don't know for sure.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Is it sound okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to
Yeah. Tune
the
in.
stream for a second too.
Yeah. Good idea.
Oh yeah, I sound fine. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
unplugged my normal nice microphone
Okay. Yeah.
and I'm just using my very expensive headphones.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel a lot better now.
Good.
I was really struggling there for a second.
Yeah, we don't want that. Excuse me while I'm delaying lunchtime by enjoying some Ritz peanut butter crackers.
Oh hell yeah. Everybody's fave.
Yeah. It's
Hey, Rudy.
oh, very vocal indeed, Rudy.
Why are you sad? Yeah. Someone's disappointed with me.
We're just looking at the commons in the first arena pack.
Oh, good.
Are you familiar with Frantic Inventory?
I think I've seen this one before.
It's one of those, it pays to have 4 of them.
Yeah.
Draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named Frantic Inventory in your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got the Gourmand.
Yeah, I hate this guy.
And something I have for the first time. Oh, it's a green cat. It's
Hmm.
Canopy Stalker. It must be blocked if able. When it dies, you gain 1 life for each creature that died this turn. It's a 4/2.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rare is an enchantment called Ruined Halo.
Not legal.
It is legal in Standard,
Yes.
but it is not legal in Brawl or Historic Brawl.
I've never opened a card that was not legal anymore. That's interesting in something.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that either.
I
Or,
think that's supposed to be like a little jail cell.
yes, it looks, yes, looks that way. As Ruined Halo enters the battlefield, choose a card name. You have protection from the chosen card name.
Oh my God.
Kind of could be kind of a day ruiner
Yeah.
for the opponent. I'll have to think of what I want to do with that. Okay, we've seen Titanic Growth
Mm-hmm.
and Ranger's Guile. Here's Thrill of Possibility. This is a classic reprint.
Nice.
We've seen Life Goes On. We saw it in foil moments
Mm-hmm.
ago. Here's the Keen Glide Master, a 2/1 blue human soldier.
I like him.
You can give him flying for 2 and a blue.
Mm-hmm.
Heartfire Immolator, 2/2 human wizard with prowess. Tap
Whoa.
1 red and sacrifice him. Deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker.
Oh, that's nice. Sexy lady.
How do you say this?
Quirion.
Quirion?
That's my guess.
Quirion? Quirion? Dryad. Quirion?
Maybe actually Kyrian.
Kyrian Dryad.
I'm gonna go with a hard QU sound. Kyrian.
1/1 Dryad for 1 and a green. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a +1/+1 counter on Quirion Dryad.
That's interesting. I like that.
Kind of neat. Not sure I have a use for it exactly, but oh my gosh.
What is this guy?
This is one of my favorite cards, period. I have this bad boy in real life.
Hmm.
I did not have him in Arena until
Clearly.
now. Have not seen this card before?
No, make it big again.
Okay. Here's the Brash Chaunter. He's a 1/1 goblin. He costs 4 and a red. He is indestructible. Whenever he is dealt damage, he deals that much damage to target opponent.
Uh-huh.
And for 2 and a red and tap Brash Chaunter fights another target creature. Do
What
you
a funny little
understand?
dude.
Do you understand the implications of this card?
No, please explain.
It's indestructible,
Yeah.
and you can pay a cost to make it fight any other creature.
Oh.
And any damage it is dealt, it deals to your opponent. So you can put this down, make it fight any powerful creature on the battlefield.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't die from
Yeah.
fighting a creature that would normally kill it.
Uh-huh.
And whatever power that creature has that's fighting it, your opponent takes that much damage.
So if you have it fight that like 10/10 dinosaur,
Giganosaurus, yeah.
it can just like pew right back like a mirror.
Yeah, then your opponent would take 10 damage and Brash Chaunter would survive.
Amazing. Yeah, that rules. Also, that guy's very funny looking.
That's another reason I love this card, is I love this art
Yeah.
by Svetlin Velinov.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just pleased as punch about that pull. That's incredible.
Ooh,
Okay,
lots of new ones for you in here. Ooh, that Celestial Enforcer lady. I like her.
we saw this IRL. Here's the Alpine Watchdog.
Oh my God, Will, that dog is so cute.
Yep. We know Lofty Denial. Sanguine Indulgence.
No, hello. You know
Cost.
what this reminds me of specifically?
Tell me.
The episode of Buffy where there's those people that want to be vampires and they're having that party, and all the
Mm,
actual vampires are like, is this what they think we're like?
right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, normal cost is 3 and a black, but it costs 3 less to cast if you've gained 3 or more life this turn.
Mhm.
Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand.
Wow.
Good one to put in that Indulging Patricia, life gain deck.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the Sky Scanner.
Aw,
It's a 1/1 Thopter.
it's a Thopter.
It's a Thopter. Yep.
They say that as if we've ever encountered a Thopter before.
Thopters. This is not the first Thopter
Mm.
in the history of the game. 1/1 flyer. When it enters, draw a card. We saw this card
Yep.
in real life. This is a meme clearly wanting to happen. It's bad deal. You draw 2 cards, and each opponent discards 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life.
Wow.
And the rare is my next wild card.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Spined Megalodon is one that we looked at while you were away for a moment.
Mhm.
We've seen the Arcanist and the Magmut. This was the first card we looked at, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Caged Zombie.
Ooh.
2/3 zombie for 2 and a black. Tap it and 1 and a black. Each opponent loses 2 life. Activate only if a creature died this turn.
Did you see the flavor text for this one?
6 consecutive life sentences takes on a whole new meaning when necromancy is involved. Very
And they're so goofy, Will.
They do love to goof in that flavor text. Soul Seer deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. It loses indestructible until end of turn. Aven Gagglemaster.
Hilarious.
This is a straight up goose man.
That is a goose.
It's
A goose master.
It's a 4/3 bird warrior. Of course, it has flying. When it enters, you gain 2 life for each creature you control with flying. And the oh my god!
You got a planeswalker, a beefy planeswalker too.
Got a new planeswalker. It's Garrick Unleashed. It costs 2 and 2 green. It starts with 4 loyalty. +1 loyalty, up to 1 target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. -2, create a 3/3 green beast creature token. Then, if an opponent controls more creatures than you, put a loyalty counter on Garrick Unleashed. And finally, -7, you get an emblem. At the beginning of your end step, you may search your library for a creature card, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle.
Nice.
So yeah, this is gonna put a whole new spin on my mono green arena.
Can I show you
deck.
what Rudy just did?
Yeah, please do. What's he doing there?
He curled up and is leaning up against me.
That's very nice.
This is actually, I woke up in the middle of the night not only once, but I woke up once and I was curled up against him like this, but Kenny was curled up against me too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I was on my side and I needed to turn over and I like kind of pushed him. And
Mm-hmm.
Kenny was like, yeah, I woke up and you were kind of pushing me. So I was like, oh, I'll roll away. And then I just rolled so far because I must have been like so close up against you and you were so close up against the edge of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I kept rolling and I was like, I'm still going. It is like half asleepness.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. For better or for worse, I'm getting much better polls in arena than I did in real life.
Yeah. Got that valorous steed though that we had never seen before.
Valorous.
Valorous. What did I say?
Valorious.
Oh,
Skeleton Archer.
classic.
Seen this. Weird that it's a first for me. I thought this was a card that like everyone had,
Yeah.
like by default. But
Yeah.
anyway, this is not a first. It's Traitorous Greed. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. Add 2 mana of any one color.
Oh my God.
Yep. Does quite a lot.
The strength.
And then this is a new one to me. Kervek the Spiteful. 3/2. Legendary Human Warlock. Other creatures. Not other creatures your opponent controls.
No, all of them.
Other creatures get -1/-1.
He is spiteful, Will.
He's very spiteful. Defy me, and I will burn the flesh from your bones. Betray me, and I will steal the breath from your lungs.
Oh, no, thank you, sir.
It's a
I
poem.
also don't think we should be friends.
Yeah, goodbye to that guy. Hey, it's our little crab friend.
It's
Hard to tell from the scale. There's not much for scale in this image, so
hard to tell how big that crab is.
hard to tell how little or big he is. It's a shock.
Everyone loves a shock.
Thrill of Possibility, Unicorn, Guide Master, Snipe. We've seen all of these,
Yeah.
either IRL or digitally or both. And then the final rare. Okay,
Nice.
I already had this, but I'll take it. Great for a Knight's tribal deck. Basri's Lieutenant. Vigilance, protection from multicolored. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control whenever it or another creature you control dies. If it had a +1/+1 counter on it, create that token you see there.
Yep.
And that's the last of it.
Last of Us.
So yeah, didn't end on the most exciting note, but we had some high highs there
Yeah, we did.
with my favorite, the Brash Taunter, followed immediately by the Garrick of the
Yeah.
set.
Do you have a place where you'll put that planeswalker?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll almost definitely put that into the mono green deck, which
Mm.
every one of the pre-con decks in Arena, I've like tried to soup up,
Yes, right. You've altered a bunch of them.
or in like 1 or 2 cases, I've just like deleted them and started from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
But most of them, and the mono green one is an example of that, where I've gone in and like basically the meta is the same as it was in its original form. I've just
Mm-hmm.
made some tweaks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think I can pretty easily slot that Garrick in there
Nice.
and do some damage, hopefully.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew pew, indeed. So, where that's all the packs I have. Where do we go from here?
I don't know. Why is the path unclear? Do you want to play?
Yeah, sure.
Let me reconnect.
You and me,
Yeah.
cool. I have some new decks
I don't. So
I have some new decks.
ready for what you know, baby.
I've built a few things
Oh,
from.
really quick, do you want to
Mm,
check to see if there's a way to see what cards we're missing?
sure. If I go to, I think it would it be or should be if it exists here in the collection area.
Yeah.
Um, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not jumping out at me.
Okay.
I mean, I'll have to one or both of us will have to Google it later.
Yeah.
I know that it's fairly easy to look up online. You know, show me a list of all the cards in this
Hmm.
particular set, and if you know your own collection pretty well, then you'll recognize the the cards that you don't have
Yeah.
when you look at them. But I don't know that Arena has, excuse me, sorry, any place where it will show you cards that aren't in your collection.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting if it did.
Do you want to invite me?
I'm not seeing you online right now.
What? Here, let me log out and I'll log back in.
You probably haven't tampered with this, but there is also such a thing as appearing offline.
No, I have not tampered with that. Oh. I'm redoing it.
I'm keeping an eye out for you.
It's now it's loading the card database with that fancy looking lady in front of her book. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
I forget the name of the card because I don't see it that often.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. I just have seen her
But
here.
that's definitely card art from Strixhaven. Do you
Rudy has
see?
decided that my side table is more interesting than me.
Mm, the reviews are in.
Okay, there we go.
Ah, very good. French challenge.
I love the little like swords that show up. What deck do I want to use you against? Let's do this one and let's see if I can like pull it off. I've had like mixed success specifically with this one.
Are you going to tell me, or will it be a surprise?
It's my Quandrix deck.
Right.
Sometimes I just really nail it, and other times I do not.
Sure.
But I'm not totally sure how to like modify it so that I would nail it better. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I'm like, oh, I know what I need to do to make this better.
Yeah. I'm playing you with a new deck that I just built yesterday,
Nice.
and I call it Party Down.
After the show,
After the Ken Marino, uh, Adam Scott,
yeah.
Lizzie Kaplan, Jane Lynch masterpiece.
And I am 90% sure that Busy Phillips auditioned for Lizzie Kaplan's role and didn't get it in part because she had just given birth and had gained a lot of weight.
Interesting.
Um,
Did you
Nope.
hear her talk about this on a podcast, but she didn't say the show by name or something like that?
No, I think that she did say it by name, and I'm just saying 90% sure because it was a long time ago that I listened to the podcast.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
It was on The Longest Shortest Time, which hasn't existed for about 2 years now. So, but it was one of the last episodes.
I see. Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah.
I never thought of using that on an opponent's turn.
Yeah, this one and also that wall one that's like a wall of stuff of leaves.
The life gain wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just move on here. But yeah, that life gain wall, if I can get that life gain wall down on a oh no. On a card that goes up 1/1 when I gain life,
Mm-hmm.
I am indestructible.
Yeah.
Where the dude had like 58 health and I like bolstered myself so much that that he gave up.
You were playing with your Witherbloom deck when that happened, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And what was his or their deck like? That was.
I forget what it was, but there was like so much lifelink stuff.
Yeah.
But basically I just ended up putting down a bunch of cards where I could like basically just like give up the card.
Yeah.
But then I blocked him from actually hurting me, and so by the time he had 58 damage, I still had like 20 or 58 health. I still had like 50 health, 20
Yeah.
health.
Right. Right.
And then I set it up and I was like,
Oh,
here we go.
Thank you very much. I look forward to playing that card again because it has a when it enters the battlefield ability.
Well, we'll see about that.
You can't counter it.
It's true.
I mean, I guess you could. Maybe you have a counter in your hand. You could counter it. I just meant you revealed the annihilation sorcery, and
Yes. Yes.
I meant, well, that's not a counter.
Yeah.
So I'm playing it again. When it enters, I get to scry a certain number. So in case it's not obvious already, the theme here is the party the party mechanic of Zendikar Rising. So are you familiar with Nimble Trap Finder?
I don't think so. Let me hover.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much text.
Yeah. So since I played a wizard, unblockable
Nice.
this turn, and that doesn't just apply to wizards, but any new party member type of creature.
This guy looks like he would be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
He does a bit, yeah.
specifically.
He looks like he could be one of the Eternals, perhaps.
Yeah.
or like a Guardians of the Galaxy side character.
What do I wanna do? What do I wanna do? This isn't going the way I want it. We're gonna do this. No, we're not. We're gonna do this. Gonna do this.
Ah, a fight to the death. The mutual death.
Did I ever tell you about when Kenny was playing one of the Batman PlayStation games? I mean, they might be on other systems. I actually don't know, but one of the like Arkham games.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm fighting these guys." Like, I meant like where he was in the game. Like, what was he doing? Like, what plot point was he at?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "To what end?" And he said, "Theirs."
Very good.
It was so funny. He like didn't skip a beat. He was like actively beating the shit out of them.
I'm playing Spoils of Adventure, which is a card that I got just yesterday or the day before, which kind of inspired me to create this particular deck.
Mm-hmm. Are ceiling fans a thing in Arizona? Is that like a common thing in Arizona because of the heat?
Yeah, I think so. We have several ceiling fans in our house. And
We
I
have
think,
two ceiling fans in this house, and it's a joy.
yeah, I think that's pretty common here.
We have ceiling fans are clearly common in general, but like you guys don't have basements, which I think is very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as somebody who doesn't know how the desert is,
Mm-hmm.
it seems obvious that a basement
Ooh,
would be a good thing to have
very good.
um, in the desert
Sure.
because it's cooler underground.
Of course.
So I'm
Indeed.
consistently confused that you
Mhm.
all don't have basements.
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't considered it too much.
Um, but yeah, like we never had ceiling fans, and basically what the ceiling, our bedroom has really high ceiling. Like our bedroom ceiling basically like follows the roof line.
Mm-hmm.
And what that means is that even though it gets hot in this room because it's on the like third floor, um, like we just had the ceiling fan on and it's like so comfortable. It rules. I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, I love my ceiling fans. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Fan fan.
I'm a big fan. Ceiling fans are pretty big, right? For
I'm
fans.
sucking.
Sorry.
It's okay. It just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Me specifically, but this will be good.
Hmm.
I mean, I am almost certainly going to lose after this, but this is nice, you know.
Sure.
um,
Oh, I'm gonna do. Yeah. Since you have a 6/9 creature, did you see what I did?
no, what did you do? Did you say nice?
Yeah.
There it is. Now I see it.
Pretty funny.
Did I tell you the other day that it was my turn and I was like actively playing cards and somebody was like, "It's your go." And I was like, "I have not paused for one moment, sir."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty obnoxious.
Well, this thing is weird. What is happening behind this person, this merfolk?
You know, they've got a party that they're working with.
Yeah.
He's back,
Our nimble trap finder returns.
back for more.
Hmm.
Yes. Oh, neat. I have a full party.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna do combat damage to you, and when I do, I get to draw a card.
Oh. Were you doing this in part? Did you pick to make this deck in part because you are thinking that the D&D deck is gonna have that party function and you wanted to like get used to it?
I wasn't really considering that when uh, I was just considering the cards that I had already.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, you get to draw so many cards.
Your go.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Hmm.
What you gonna do? Are you gonna resolve it or are you gonna play a card?
I was deciding whether to
Oh my God.
counter that or to hold on to that counter for
Ouch, dude.
your next
Ouch.
non-creature spell. For example, that annihilation sorcery that you've been holding on to. Ah, the student cost. I think that this is a very interesting little detail that we get from arena cards.
Yeah.
Do you see where it says student cost paid?
Yeah.
There's nowhere where it's referred to in print as the student cost,
I know.
as far as I know. And so that makes me think: was the flavor that they were going for that it's like, well, university students get student discounts?
I think it's more that because it's called verdant mastery, so I think the idea is that you don't actually have the mastery yet.
Ah, yes.
I do like the student discount idea though. That's funnier.
That's my interpretation, yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I think you're gonna win.
Why do I have a forest? Because you paid that's part of the
Yeah.
student cost of the verdant mastery. Okay.
Yeah. Is that you show a little bit too much of your hand. Kind of a loosey-goosey card if I do say so myself. Did we ever tell you about when our friend Owen, who was a child, was going into kindergarten and he was nervous?
What about it?
He was like, I mean, 5 or whatever, 6 maybe. And I can't remember if he was going into like, ugh. Do you want to play again?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna use the same deck again just to see if I can not screw it up.
I'm going to use a different deck for variety.
um he I forget if he was going into like a pre-K situation or a like kindergarten situation, but you know, like his parents were like lovingly being like, how are you feeling? Blah, blah, blah. And the one day he was like, I don't know if he used the word nervous, but he said, I'm a little bit nervous. He might have said scared because kids usually say scared when they mean nervous a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Kathy was like, his mom was like, what are you nervous about? And he was like, I just don't want the kids to think I'm a loose goose. And we were like, he was like, she was like, what does that mean? And he like could not tell her. He was just like, I can't be a loose goose. And he said it a couple of times and then later completely forgot about it and like himself did not know what he meant. Isn't that hilarious?
That's very good. That's instant, entering the vernacular. Uh,
Which,
among
yeah, Kenny and I say that all the time.
yeah, yeah. I may start saying it myself, even though
Oh,
I have that story like third hand.
I have an interesting linguistic thing that I realized the other day.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the video of when the Sunbury Dunkin' Donuts was caught on fire?
No.
Okay. This video goes viral every so often,
Okay.
but I saw it when it originally aired. Um, and then every so often it'll come up again. And I want to say
Weird thing to be a hipster about, but go on.
I know. No, I don't even mean it to be hipster. It was just like, I'm not from the area,
I'm just
but
teasing you.
but it's weird. The thing that's weird about it is it'll go viral every so often.
Sure.
And so it went viral sort of recently. But basically, in Sunbury, which is north of where we went to school, there was
What's going on? What's the matter?
I'll do this one.
Oh.
The Dunkin' Donuts that was in Sunbury was caught on fire by some teen girl that may or may not have had some things going on, setting like some toilet paper on fire in the bathroom or something like that.
Okay.
And they interviewed a bunch of people about like the fact that this Dunkin' Donuts had burned down because Sunbury, bless them, they just aren't the most, they just don't have a lot going on. There's not much there. They aren't really,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a pinnacle of culture.
Mm-hmm.
And so, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. And so, these people are devastated by the loss of the Dunkin' Donuts.
Sure.
And there's one woman that's like, oh, now, I want Dunkin' Donuts. I hope they build it again. I don't want to have to go to the 7-Eleven. I don't even like their donuts. There's one dude who appears to be a little bit younger than we were at the time. That's like, there's just no other place to go. Get a donut, get a drink. Anytime I have to have a meeting, I do all my business there. Anytime I have to have a meeting with my lawyer, I do it at the Dunkin' Donuts. Like, is just unhinged in terms of the activities he's doing at the Dunkin' Donuts. And he's like this dude with like sort of hair to here, sort of flipped out, that's blonde, wearing like a white t-shirt, who's like maybe 23.
Yeah. He
then,
has frequent meetings with his lawyer.
Yes, at the Dunkin' Donuts.
Sure.
And then there's this woman who's like, I love going in there, love getting that cold coffee. I love that cold coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, nobody would say cold coffee. She meant iced coffee.
Sure.
But she did not say that. So Kenny and I jokingly would refer to it as cold coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But now, because of cold brew, and because there's a whole range of cold coffee drinks,
yeah.
I think people do commonly refer to it as cold coffee.
I still think that I haven't heard that terminology. I mean, cold brew is a thing that people know to say. So that's still a little unusual.
I'm not saying I agree with you. It's definitely not like the most common, but
Yeah.
it definitely is not as like when she says it.
And I mean what I'm saying in support of you.
Yes.
I want to support your decision to uh, appreciate the humor of the cold coffee woman.
Well, and I guess what I mean too is like when I listened to it the first time, it was so funny because she was clearly just saying it wrong. When I listened to it in subsequent times, it's been just as funny.
Mm-hmm.
When I listened to it when it went viral maybe 2 months ago again,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is not as weird as it used to be. And it's not just because Kenny and I say it, like, I've definitely seen like cold coffees as like a category on a menu,
Mm-hmm.
I guess is what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, but oh, I'll send you this video later, Will. It's so emblematic
Mm-hmm.
of the area.
Yeah. I bet
This
I'll recognize it.
this dude who is like just throws in there casually that he has meetings with his lawyer. Like, what are you doing that you need to have multiple meetings? What have you done?
Indeed.
I don't think he's a business owner, Will.
You never know. Do you have my challenge?
What challenge?
I sent you a challenge when you
Oh
started.
my God, Will, I am just playing against someone right now.
What? How? Why?
I don't know. I'll concede. I must have hit the wrong button. I'm so sorry.
How do you not notice that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm very tired.
Oof,
I'm so
magoof.
sorry, Will.
That's
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm such a loose goose.
Yeah, that was a bit of a loose goose move, if I
Here we
do
go.
say
Here
so
we go.
myself.
Here we go.
All right, you should have a challenge from me now.
Accept.
Okay, select
Let's
deck.
deck. Oh, Will, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so
I wish we
sorry.
could have seen what you were doing.
I wasn't doing great, so.
I still wish we could have seen it. No offense.
Why aren't you? Yeah, I said, there we go. For some reason, I get this like select deck.
Yeah, that's been happening. It happens to me too, and it happens every time. Next.
I think I'm gonna maybe do better this time. We'll see.
Warriors. Have you ever seen The Warriors?
No.
The
What?
movie The Warriors?
No.
Anyway, I'm playing with a Warriors deck.
Oh, I see.
Warriors, come out and play.
Will, I have a question. I feel like
Yes.
First Strike has been eluding me and how it actually functions.
Okay.
Can you explain to me how it functions?
Sure. Um, in a normal creature versus creature combat, damage resolves simultaneously,
Mm-hmm.
so that two 1/1s will kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
If one has first strike, then its damage that it is dealing resolves first. So a 1/1 with first strike will kill a normal 1/1
Mm-hmm.
before the normal 1/1
Can do the
can
damage.
do any damage.
Okay, this is where I've been screwing this up.
And double strike means that the creature first does first strike damage, and then
Yes.
also does a normal round of damage.
Okay. I like sort of vaguely understood this, but I don't think I understood the second half of it.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
Also, I'm not doing better. Oh no, Will. Oh no. Oh no, Will. Oh no, Will.
It's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
I I crumble often.
Hmm.
Um, so today my mom walked when we were gone. My mom walked Elliot to the playground that's near here
Hmm.
and then walked back when it started to rain. Well, no, that's not why. So they were at the playground, and my mom was like, so I thought it was going to start raining soon, but then also someone had to pee. So we came back. And Elliot goes, and that someone was me.
Very good.
And I was like, I I just couldn't handle it that my mom was trying to be sort of like, not crude about the situation somehow. Like somehow it softened the blow that she didn't just say Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess this is what's gonna happen. Oh no, that's not what I want. Wait, what? Um, oh Jesus. And then for Elliot to just be like, let me solve the mystery. Oh God. I was going to block you, but I hit the wrong combination of buttons.
No, it's not your fault. Can I explain what happened?
Please, for the love of God.
So my red creature is the Kargan Intimidator.
Uh-huh.
It's a human warrior.
Yeah.
As long as it's on the battlefield, cowards can't block warriors.
How am I a coward?
Well, one of Kargan Intimidator's abilities is that for a cost of one colorless, I can choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. And one of the things I can choose is target creature becomes a coward until end of turn.
Oh, I see.
So what I did was you couldn't block because I made your one creature a coward.
I thought for sure that I had just pressed the wrong button.
Not your fault.
Thank you for explaining that to me.
Of course. It's a complicated thing. So now I'm playing the card that I got recently, which is the reason that I built this deck.
Oh, yeah, I
the other
see
day.
that. Jesus.
And then I will
Dear God.
make your turtle druid a coward till end of turn.
No.
And then attack. Sorry, Liz.
It's okay. No, I don't. The thing is, when they have abilities that you can do before you can block, I'm doing it again. Pass to blockers. There we go.
Yeah, I get tripped up by that a lot too. I'm just like, I'm ready to block.
And
But
it's
I
like,
haven't-
activate ability.
I
And I'm like,
haven't
no.
passed to blockers.
Ouch.
I've got more new decks where that came from. You ready to go again?
Yeah, let's do it again, baby.
More, as Adam Driver famously said. More. You might hear Dana playing host to an unexpected guest who arrived while we've been streaming.
Isn't?
I sent you a challenge, by the way. I'm saying
Oh,
it out loud this time.
yes.
So that you don't start playing a random stranger.
I
instead.
actually literally started playing a random stranger, Will.
Don't hit the play button. Look for
I know.
my challenge.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm canceling out of it.
No, it's okay. We don't play this.
Oh.
we don't play this way nearly as often as we play against the random strangers, and so
Will,
you're just
I just
using.
somehow exited all of Magic.
Yeah, I see that you're not online anymore, so
Oh, I'm opening it again. I'm so sorry.
that's okay.
I did again at 6 o'clock. I woke up and did more work physically than I've done in a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very tired.
You're riding the struggle bus, and I appreciate you riding it
Oh,
into, Twitch Junction.
I don't even know how I did it, Will.
And yes, nevertheless, she
Will,
persisted. What
when
did
I
you?
opened it again, it's starting me playing a game.
Yeah, it will do that if you exit the program in the middle of a game. I had a game once where the app crashed. Do you know why it crashed?
No.
It crashed because of the sheer number of times that the opponent's scoot swarm was being activated,
Yes, that happened to me. That's happened to me
which
too.
was over 100 times.
Yes, that
And,
scute swarm is like devastating.
and
I'm
uh,
sending you a challenge this time. That
very,
way I don't fuck it up.
very good. So the app crashed, and then when I opened up the app again immediately, the game was not over, and I was right back in it. All right, so we've seen my new blue-white party deck, and then you saw my new red-white warriors deck. Now
Mhm.
you will see my new red and blue giants and wizards deck.
That seems like something I'm gonna lose against.
I wouldn't be so sure, but I guess we'll see. I'm the least confident about this one of my four newest decks.
Yeah.
I played Avalanche Caller.
Seems like it's like a hard line. You don't want to get stuck under the snow, you
That's
know?
what avalanches are known for. Okay. Foretell.
I feel like I'm just gonna do terribly, and I just don't understand because I play with this deck fairly regularly and do okay.
Oh, I totally. Oh, I should have attacked. This is not the creature I thought it was. I was not paying attention. I thought that this creature I have on the board was a different one, which I was going to use its tap ability on your turn, but it's
Hmm.
something else. Oh well. Um, okay, well, this is. Should I. Yeah, let's try this.
Oh God. It's still a land.
Still a land. Um,
Ouch.
I could do it twice, but I shouldn't because I need they would be tapped, so that would be ineffective.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've played with this deck the least, and so I'm like still learning the
Well,
cards.
I played a game against someone else thinking it was you twice. I
But
don't think you need to apologize to me, my love.
I'm just contextualizing.
Okay, now we're cooking with butter.
What?
What?
Butter?
Is that the phrase?
I know cooking with gas.
No, this is something Kenny says,
Okay.
but maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Mm, mm,
Let me text him.
mm. Sorry, I wiped out your dude.
Oh, no need to apologize.
Who
No.
was that?
Oh, it was just me being like harried.
Sounded a little bit like, I don't know, Maggie Smith or something. Dame Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie
What's
Smith.
a weekend?
Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Well, by the way, I'm more behind on I mean, I was behind already, but I'm more behind on Handmaid's Tale than I'd like to be.
Mm.
Because we didn't have our TV set up until like 2 nights ago. Um, and normally I would have that on while I'm working.
I won't tell.
Um, but Sarah did say, "Can I please tell you what happens in the season finale?" And we won't talk about it, but let me know. Let me tell you, I said yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Handmaid's Tale is a show that I have found I benefit from. This is hell, Will. This is absolute hell.
Sorry.
I benefit from actually knowing if something is going to happen because then I keep an eye out for the things leading up to it.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Okay.
okay, says Will. Okay.
I'm not Canadian. Did I sound Canadian?
No, no. Okay, we're gonna do this guy, and then maybe this will help save me. Bless.
Sure.
Have I told you that I've been watching new Power Rangers with Elliot as well as watching like old Power Rangers?
I've seen you tweet about it.
So the episode we watched of New Power Rangers last night, um, the new Power Rangers basically is the Power Rangers become Power Rangers because they genetically modify these teens' DNA to have animal DNA in them. So
Cool.
there's like a jackrabbit, a cheetah, and something else. But what happens in the pilot episode is two out of the three people who were supposed to become Power Rangers, there's like a virus, and it makes it so that they turn into these like evil clones, and then like the actual people sort of fall to the ground and they're in this like coma.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the three that had trained to become a Power Ranger, and then two newbies get like changed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But so these evil people that were supposed to be the Power Rangers are now these clones for this evil snake-looking virus named Evox. Keep turning objects into the sort of like monster of the week. Fuck you.
Sorry.
And like it's sort of interesting. So it's like one was like a drill, and then it turned into this like terrifying drill monster. And then one was like, I think literally it was a screwdriver, So it would like zap, like it like zapped their morphers and they like fell apart into pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But then like 2 episodes ago, it was a tuba because there was this kid that played tuba that had been bullied, so he threw away his tuba. He was like practicing tuba at a park, and these kids bullied him, and he was like, "I'm done with the tuba," and then like, um, threw away his tuba, and it turned into this tuba monster, which is already really silly, Will, but it like would be like wah, and they'd be like whoa and fall over. And then partway through this episode, this kid shows up with a different tuba that he had acquired, and they're like, how are we gonna overcome his sound blast? And this kid like jumps out. He's like 9 or something. He's like little. And you know how in the Harry Potter movies, sometimes when Voldemort and Harry Potter are fighting, their like little spells will hit each other. It was that, except with sound waves.
Sure.
And then like this little kid like knocks him over and they're like, thanks, man. Okay, so all of this in and of itself is weird. But Will, in the episode from last night, they brought back the tuba monster. I was like, why is this guy still here? I've never seen an episode of or a monster of the week where it was the monster of 2 weeks.
They knew they had a hit on their hands.
And they were like, they were like, those are the last of those power crystals in the galaxy that like this dude had acquired, like one of the evil dudes. And so he was gonna like use the crystal on the tuba. And I was like, why the tuba? Why the tuba monster of all the monsters?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This doesn't make any sense. Well, I think that might be us for this week.
Could we do one more? I have one more new deck.
Yes, we can do one more while I lose.
Great. I have one more new deck which has 3 colors. So
a tricolor deck.
Yeah, so in that sense, it's kind of the riskiest business. I'm sending a challenge now.
Did I tell you the name of my Quandrix deck?
I don't recall.
I called it Teal of Rock. Like School of Rock, because it's Strixhaven, but it's blue and green, so it's teal.
Teal for school.
Yeah.
I sent you a challenge. Did you get it?
Yes, I'm accepting.
Okay, good.
I'm selecting my deck.
Me too.
Challenge canceled?
I did not do that. I'm sending another.
I'm hitting OK. I accept that it was canceled. Stop. What? I don't know what's happening. Well, give me a moment. It's now. Why am I fighting somebody else?
Oh my god.
I did not hit that button, Will. I hit your button.
Uh-huh.
And it said challenge canceled. And I said, okay. And then it put me against Zachy Dallison.
Great.
This one was not my fault.
Okay.
A lot of them have been my fault.
That's fine.
But not this one.
And I never said it was.
Okay. Accept. Select deck.
Select deck.
Teal of Rock. Play. And then it's going to be like cancel challenge. And I'm going to say no. I'm going to hit select deck.
Me too.
I love how it's like, are you sure? There we go.
Oh, that's a terrible way to start.
By the way, when I went into I'm sure you're very interested to know that when I went to the bathroom, I thought maybe some of my giant ibuprofen are in here. The like 800 milligram ones that the doctor prescribed me. And they were. So my ankle is feeling noticeably better.
Oh, very good. I'm relieved to hear that.
Boop, boop. Boop, boop.
No. Oh,
I know, for like a half a second. This befuddler, this little frog guy is a little bit weird because like he has that flash, but it's only really useful if you already have other things to fight. And I so often end up using him first because he's got such a low mana cost.
Yep. That is a
Ouch.
dilemma.
I hate this discordant Piper art for some reason. It just really unsettles me.
Yeah. It's an
I think
interesting
it's
one.
mostly because he has two pipes, and that just seems like not the way you can actually play an instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And that tiny detail makes me so mad. Oh, what? Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, wait, what do I want to do? I'll do that later.
Kian.
What deck? This is a tricolor deck. So we've got black, white, and red.
Correct.
So we've got all the colors on the field right now.
Oh, yes, you're right. Good observation.
Elliot was asking about Rent earlier, by the way.
The musical or the concept?
The concept. He was like, "Are we gonna move again?" And I said, "Yeah, we're gonna have to at some point." And he was like, "Why?" And I said, "Because we don't own this place." And he said, "We pay money to live here?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "We pay money to the person that owns this place?" And I was like, "Yes. Oh my God. Why is this something you have to understand right now? This sucks."
Hmm.
Mm, mm, okay. Ugh. I attacked you, which is honestly a win at this point.
Indeed. Okay, I need to be very precise about what I do next. Um, because I need to know for sure that I have the mana to pull it off. And I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready, baby.
First, I'm playing Claim the Firstborn to take control of Kian.
No!
It's about to get worse.
No!
And then I'm playing Awaken the Blood Avatar. To do so, I'm sacrificing two creatures, one of which is yours.
Give her back to me.
And you had to sacrifice a creature. And just like that, I awakened the Blood Avatar. So I have this 3/6 Avatar token creature with haste, and whenever it attacks, it deals 3 damage to each opponent.
You're a whore.
Wow! This is being recorded. This is on the record.
It's a complicated term, but I feel okay with it.
Yikes.
Okay, well, here we go. What's gonna happen? Who can say?
Oh, alright. Something with Death Touch.
I'll death touch you.
Okay.
I do like that little goat art. He looks so upset.
Yeah, the code is great.
He's like, "I didn't ask for this. Why am I here?"
Speaking of goats, here's a satyr shaman.
Oh yeah, I like her.
And since you have a creature with Death Touch that could block, I am not going to attack.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, help me.
field trip.
I love the field trip card. I think it's such a funny.
Oh no! Not Introduction to Annihilation. Anything but that. Whoa! Oh, nice work.
Whew.
Great use of
Hooey.
combining Death Touch with a fight.
Thank you.
Welp! Got lots of land and nothing to do with it now. I can still attack you with this flyer.
Yeah. We sure can.
I just remembered I had some tampering that I wanted to do with this deck that I haven't done. I learned the hard way playing a game this morning that when you have Strict Proctor out, you remember what Strict Proctor does?
No, remind me.
It's the one you just annihilated. It's the one that says whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, counter that ability unless its controller pays 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how that applies to both players?
Oh, yeah.
And it's not creatures, it's permanents.
Right.
And that includes lands.
Lands.
The ones that say, like, gain 1 life or scry 1.
Yeah.
And so I need to remove that type of land from this deck. Anyway, this would have been a lot more fun to play had you not annihilated the Strict Proctor a moment ago.
Fun for whom?
For me mostly. But I'm gonna play it anyway.
Clackbridge troll.
It's the Billy Goat Troll.
3 billy goats.
The Billy Goat's gruff.
Ugh. I don't like him.
So if you play this card while Strict Proctor is on the battlefield, you can make it so that the opponent never gets those goats.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I've put them in a deck together.
Pass.
No attacks. Thrill of Possibility. Discard. Submit.
Resolve.
What?
Rudy? What? It never rained, Will. It was gonna rain.
I wish it would rain here.
Okay.
Oh.
Nickelodeon. Oh, wait. No, I didn't want to do that.
You can still take it back, right?
No, I can't. It just says next to blockers.
Yeah, what if you click the goats? Does it take them back?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah, I went too far. I accidentally hit the button. I didn't mean to.
Okay, well, I'm not going to block any.
Sigh. This is how I lose sometimes, is I just hit the wrong buttons. Hey,
Happens to
Rudy.
all of us.
Oh, hey, buddy. What? You gonna cuddle?
Hi, Rudy.
Oh, hey, sweetie.
He said hi back.
Did. He knows.
I attack.
Trick.
My goat is better than your goat.
Yeah, you do have better art.
Very good.
I don't trust you, Will.
You effectively neutralized what I was up to.
I did at one point. I was like, if something attacks me with -4, does that mean I get 4 life? And the answer is unfortunately no.
Yeah, not how it works. I think we all have that thought at some point.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I swear to God, if you block this. Rudy, are you gonna lie down? Why are you looking at me like that? No check. I do think I'm going to lose, Will. The Savai crystal. So rare.
See, now we see it in action. I need to pay 2 just in order to gain 1 life from the Windscarred Crag.
Mm-hmm. You have so many different lands. It looks so funny. Does
Yeah.
it look like that for you? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Sacrifice a creature.
Still have 1 last goat.
What happens if I don't do it?
Then I will be able to attack with the troll.
That's right. That's right.
This is what I was going to do on the previous turn.
I see. Yeah. Let's... Oh. I was like, my fan just started like clicking randomly.
Yeah.
Wait,
I said we were talking ceiling fans earlier. I said I was.
but it's not my fan. It's something outside.
Oh, okay. You got a lot of new house quirks to learn.
I think it was actually a cicada making a clicking sound.
Okay.
Isn't that so weird?
That is a little bit strange.
Hmm. Okay. I did something. Oh my God.
I think maybe. How many lands do I have down? It's annoying that they don't like put a number on them automatically. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I don't have to sacrifice anything this time to awaken
No.
the blood avatar.
Yeah, I remember when we got that card, you and I were both so baffled. So it's very interesting to me that you.
Yeah, I excuse me. I think you had it first,
I did, yeah.
and then I got it more recently. And just between yesterday and the day before, I decided, I should try to build a deck around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, just after making that decision, I saw someone online sort of showing off the combo of not only Strict Proctor and Clackbridge Troll, but also Strict Proctor and Croxa or
Mm-hmm.
Croxa. You know, Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger.
Yeah.
When it enters, you sacrifice it. So
And then it goes, yeah, because you do explain that one to me.
if you, yeah, it has the escape cost.
Yeah.
Well, if you
You
have
have to
Strict
like
Proctor,
play it twice.
if you have Strict Proctor on the battlefield, it can enter and you don't have to sacrifice it.
Right. That's so
Anyway,
interesting.
um, attack, attack, attack. 3 attackers.
Ouch. This was all to do this. It's like I won the battle, but I lost the war, you know?
Sorry. Sorry it wasn't enough to save you.
It's okay. That was a good game. Well, I like that deck. It's really weird.
Thanks. Alright, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I just need to play 2 more black or green spells
Nice.
for my daily bonus.
Well, what a good stream this was. I feel like we learned so much. And by that, I mean, I learned that you're very good at making decks. I
Oh,
learned that my
thank you.
Quandrix deck sucks. And
Good.
I learned for how First Strike works better.
That's true, yes.
And
Yeah,
I learned that I'm a weak human
mm,
who is injured and cannot do physical labor.
you are injured. You are weekend, but
Yes.
not weak. And you are shown today and every
Thank you.
day, especially since your most recent injury.
Thank you. Did I tell you about the MRI images and how they gave them to me?
No, I don't think so.
They gave them to me on a CD.
A compact disc?
And I do technically have a computer with a CD drive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an old like Mac
Mm-hmm.
desktop.
Yeah.
Um
To be clear, it is not a DVD.
no, it is a CD because this happened the last time I had an MRI on my brain in like 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm remembering correctly, I couldn't actually download the program I needed. If I even I have it, but it's not set up because we just moved.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like sometimes will do writing on that computer.
Yeah.
Um, but if I'm remembering correctly, I had to use one of the like TA office computers to look at the images of my brain the last time.
Sure.
And the images will be on the patient portal for me to view
Mm-hmm.
on Monday.
Okay.
I know they have them, Will.
Yeah.
They already gave them to me. It's not like they have to develop them. They already have them, Will.
They're busy.
Can I tell you what I think is actually happening?
Please.
I think that I have a right to these images so that I can show them to multiple doctors. And that is why they gave me the CD. I think that they aren't putting them on the portal until my next appointment with my doctor because they don't want me interpreting them.
Mm.
Because the report that comes with it too, it explicitly says that that will not be available until after my meeting with my provider.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair to them, they're correct. I would like to interpret them
Sure.
with the help of my friend's sister, who is a doctor and does surgery, has done surgery on limbs before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to my friend and she was like, just send them to my sister. She'll tell you. And I was like, I would if I could. I'm not going to mail her the CD.
Maybe take that CD to your new local library.
Local library.
See if
Yeah.
they can help you.
I need to see I just like want to see the images of my pain, you know?
Yeah. Ironically, they gave you a CD when perhaps, if your conspiracy theory is right, they do not want you to see these pictures.
I was like, I could feel it coming.
From a mile
I
away?
didn't know what you were
From
gonna do.
from a nautical mile away? Sure.
Oh, Will,
That's
no
the
good.
stream.
Yeah, good job, Will.
Good
Good
job, Liz.
stream. Do we have a new episode coming out this week or next week?
Next week will
Next week
be
we have a new episode.
your dress code episode of the podcast. So
Yeah.
look forward to that. And then about a week into July is when we will dive into the D&D set on Arena, followed by, hopefully, a week later, the return of Card Cam, because I will have some physical packs to open
Hell yeah.
if all goes according to plan.
Okay, well,
So,
I'll see you then, Will. Love you.
love you too. Gotta end the stream now.
Bye, streaming
Bye
friends.
bye.